guys, it is Brodo here and welcome back to the next part of my quest to fulfill dopamine addicted gamers, or as I like to call it, the 2-week Minecraft experience. A playthrough dedicated to finding out if Minecraft really does get boring after the 2-week period of playing, or is it just a common trope that Gen Z has the shortest attention span known to man. Of course, if you're new here and you've just came across this video for the first time, then make sure to show support by dropping a like, comment or sub showing that you stopped by, as it helps the channel grow and more people find the series. And if you're confused by how fast I can talk or by the premise of this series, then let me explain. I set out on this journey to complete 2 weeks of Minecraft, specifically on version beta 1.7.3, as it's a perfect setting for what I'm trying to cover. Its wave and feeling of nostalgia really resonates with people who play Minecraft, and thus sparks the interest in playing the game again, hence the 2-week Minecraft experience. Alongside playing the game, I've also set a number of tasks that must be tackled before the end of the playthrough in order to call it a completed series. But guys, I'm not going to waste any more time waffling and let you get synced into the best gaming experience I've had in a very long time. Enjoy! Christmas Eve, one and all, guys. It is day 9, guys. It's the 24th December. And yeah, we're going to be starting this recording very instant. Today, we're going to do it differently. And I have an idea on also how we're going to execute our little dilemma with the slimes. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a hole down below where the mine is. And we're just going to kind of leave it open and just kind of hope that slimes do spawn down there. If they don't, then, you know, it's kind of a kafooey moment. We're just gonna have to pray that someday we find a slime in a cave. So we have exactly 5 more days left of the recordings. And it's kind of sad. I'm gonna miss this every night, just jumping on and recording this shit. It's kind of fun. You have a bunch of stuff I want to get done today. Now, what I'm gonna do is I do have a lot of different resources: dirt, cobble, all that shit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to burn some of this stuff with our lava fan. Now, let's just try not to burn essential stuff. Try not to burn any of the wood in my inventory right next. That's going to work perfect. I'll save some cobble because obviously we don't want to burn all our cobble because we're going to need obviously for smooth stone. Now, I believe I left shears up here. I did. I was going to say I knew I left some form of shears here, so I'm going to keep them on me still. Yeah, so we're not really going to be doing this in any order. It's just going to be randomized. We'll do things at different points. Like if it hits nighttime, we'll go down to the mines and mine. Which actually reminds me, I'm going to make a helpful tool so that we can actually decipher when it is nighttime, which is something I've actually never done in this version. I've never actually utilized this tool, and honestly, for what I'm going to be doing, this actually could be handy. But I'm going to make a clock. It's an item in Minecraft that's kind of been swept under the rug for its usefulness, because again, not many people really need a clock, because in Minecraft in recent times and nowadays you can get around with certain stuff and you don't really have to rely on the nighttime passing, you know what I mean? Because in nighttime in like kind of older versions of the game, it is quite dangerous, you know, there is stuff to worry about. But a clock in this version is actually fairly handy, considering that if you actually need to, like, you know, survive the night going down in the caves and you don't really know what time of day it is, you can just check this and, you know, you will be shown what it is. So like it's at midday, it's like kind of 1/4 whatever. I find it to be a handy tool that not many people really utilize. I'm finally getting to use some form of a tool. Holy crap! There's a little mushroom farm going here on its own. I might have to come back for that, to be honest. That's a fucking gold mine for shrooms. We are going to start this first. This is something I've been dying to start, so I kind of want to get this done out of the way. So I need to add up again. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. So 70 by 70. So 35 being the middle block, 35. Now, back in the same direction. That adds up to 36, and that's our middle ground, 35. Okay, so we are going to have the smallest path we can think of, which is this. We're going to have to do the same over here, but to be fair, if I just walk diagonally, this should lead us to the other side where it should be 35. So that should be it as well. That should be middle ground, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure that's it. If I just, oh my god, I have to count there, don't I? Well, I know how it works the other side, so if I just count from 35 back here now, it'll all add up. So that's the middle ground, right where I fucking was. Now, to determine, we will keep this in line. Follow this over, and then we'll do the same back. Just make these pathways meet in the middle. How we'll make it work is we'll probably extend it, you know, like make making it slightly different to the other one. So, because obviously that pathway meets in the middle and there's a fountain. I could do it here where we have like a statue. So we could make like something like a creeper statue or some shit, which would be pretty cool. I just don't know how it would look. Maybe even like a smaller statue, like a Steve or a Hull, something like that. Either way, it's gonna look nice. That's our pathway. Now I was thinking as well, having like bush blocks on the edges, it might make this a little bit more nice and neat, but I don't know. But we're gonna start this anyways. We're gonna start building this, because this is gonna take up a good chunk of wood, making each pathway leading there. While I'm here, actually, let's fill in this hole. Like right here seems like a good spot. And then if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we need a mine from here. Also guys, like the video, comment what your favorite day has been so far, and also subscribe, as it helps me out a bunch. Alright, if we got no more wood, like actual wood, we might have to go on a mining trip of our own for trees. We might have to kill an entire forest just for a bit of wood. Like, I didn't realize how much wood would actually be utilized in this. Not just wood, logs. Like, this is just for pathing alone. We could have just used normal wood, but then it just wouldn't look as nice. You kind of want it to look nice. Alright, now that's done, I'm going to start getting a bit more dirt. Then, what I'm going to do is I have to carve this down now. Because now that this is done and carved, we still have a lot of more mining to do. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to do this. I'm going to start placing these chests over here. We're going to start spacing out the dirt and the cobble. Alright, there we go. Cobble for this one. Dirt again. Hello, we still got a good bit of gravel now that we can use over here, so I'm kind of glad for that. Okay, there's a bit of loot saved over. We saved the tiniest bit of space with this one, but we'll take it. The rest can be thrown back. Actually, what we'll do is we'll grab the buckets, because the buckets is something we're going to probably need. So let's begin. So this is where it's going to be hard. So we're going to need to carve out this entire area now. Now this is different. We need to mine out 2 down. What we need to do is we need to fill the bottom in with a whole lot of wood. First off, all the saplings are back in the Right, so we're gonna do a bit of that and a bit of birch. And now those bones will be coming in handy as well too. This I've wanted to do for the longest time. Don't know why, but now it's done. Now hopefully something comes along. Hopefully a tree or 2 starts growing. We can also start this a bit, so we'll do that. And we'll better. Oh, you! I combat logged so quick without realizing, bro. Holy shit, man. That was fairly quick. Okay, well at least he blew out a hole a bit for me to actually go and fucking mine, so thank you, creeper. Not for the heart attack though, that's a different story. Now I think what I'll do is in each of these plots and lands, I think I'm going to add like a little front post. I know crops can only grow in certain areas with a bit of light level, so I think every few blocks on certain parts, maybe this part specifically, I'm going to have to put a few torches down. Back to this stupid shit. I really hate this. Like, this whole time lapse and bullshit, you know what I mean? And I wish I could talk my way through this, but honestly, it's better than sitting and watch me mine stone for fucking hours, so. after a long laborious time of mining, we did clear out this bit. We still haven't finished all the other areas, but I'm gonna show you the massive amount of fucking tree lines that I killed. I killed an entire inheritance of trees. Family tree line is dead. Like, I'm sorry if you're a lover of trees, but I literally like leveled an entire field. Like, fucking no tree was left standing in this field. Like, I'm sorry. Sorry to Mr. Beast, but yeah, I just killed like half your fucking trees. Now we have 5 stacks and 2 logs. The main reason is because, like, holy fuck, it is so much wood consumption for these fucking stupid fences. And the reason is so they can't be trampled, because I know damn well that corner is going to be fucking flooded with mobs. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to fill this in, and then hopefully, just hopefully, we will be finished. Yeah, no, hopefully we get a bit of fucking closure here. And then we can start working on the other fucking areas, you know, finally. Like, this whole farm took like 5 separate days to make. Like, that is fucked. Like, I have it all laid out. I don't think it looks nice, but I think it's just gonna have to do. And as well as that, I need to light up all the other areas. But no, this is probably the best way that this farm is going to keep it lit at night as well, and in daytime. Oh my god, look at the amount of wolves and skeletons. There's an army if I've ever seen it. So now, we can finally fill in the gaps with all of the water that I had gathered. I didn't think this fucking farm was ever gonna get done. It was that fucking long waiting. I don't even have enough water. That's how big this farm is. That's like fucking 20 holes of water at least. It's the most expensive fucking farm I've made in a long ass time. Like, at least after this, like, the consumption of bread will be, like, it'll probably be my main source of food, if I'm being honest. After 5 different days, we can finally use our fucking farm. No, 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 no. Just like, why there? Why now? God, bro. What?
I am placing blocks and shit cause I'm in fucking Minecraft.
This is the start of the farm, and we shall leave it like that. End of dilemma, end of fucking torture. Next on the agenda is making all these pathways gravel. We'll start in this direction. I'm adding that last feet, like the detail that I wanted to add before, but I didn't. Always around. Each corner I'm gonna leave open. Okay, now that that's done, go to a different side and work on a different farm. Which this one isn't gonna be too bad. This one's actually gonna be easy enough. I just have to plot out which and where each one goes, and then I have to get a bunch of glass. So sand mining now. Oh my god, we are never gonna be done. We're never gonna be done this farm. This farm is going to be an entire fucking week basically. I'm pretty sure we spent 5 separate days building this farm. Building anything, build something small. Don't go out of your way the way I'm doing it. How much fucking dirt do I need? Oh my god. It's very worrying how long it's taken me to do this. Now, I can't remember how this farm goes, but there's a way of doing it, and I think it involves me getting, like, glass, placing it about 7 or 8 blocks high so that it can't, like, get branches. And you want the ones that go only 6 wood high. I'm basically making, like, 3 block gaps between each sapling. Each shovel is going to give me 3 stacks, basically. Okay, that's Yeah, it's more than I expected. If I went the full way with just getting sand, then we probably would have had a fucking boatload. But still, that is still a boatload. We can actually see, yeah, we can actually see our base from here. It's pretty sick. Kind of what I wanted though. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, you no! I don't want to fight you. Well, to be fair, I think we'll leave it there for today because we've done a fuckload. So again, we only worked on our farm today, so I'm kind of glad for that. But at the same time, I'm pissed because I wanted to get more fucking done. But you know what? You can't get everything done in one day. So thank you very much for watching this day. So this day is over, and now tomorrow will be Christmas Day. So I don't know when I'll be recording it tomorrow. Hopefully I do get the recording done tomorrow as I'm not too busy. But yeah, no, thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, we will chat to yous on day 10.